All right. Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to my little channel here. All right, so yeah, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be putting a leather wrap on my hilt here. It's going to be this one. It might be pretty hard to like actually pick up the color on that on the camera. I'm hoping it kind of shows. But it's like a really deep maroon. It's actually a touch deeper than I thought it was going to be, but that's good. I like it. And I think it's because I don't really want something that's like standing out too much. I kind of want it to be, a little more subdued. And I think that looks pretty good with the weathering. I also got, well, I got some white. And it's just a plain white. It's just yeah, it's just a plain white. It's got a nice feel. Oops. Ooh. I gotta keep that tape off of there. I had already looked at these and put that on there. I did that. I gotta be careful about that. That's why they do the paper. Ooh. So that's Black Gator. So that one's gonna be cool. I want to do this one on like some gold plated like colored handles, but only in the middle bit, and then like there's like sort of like a contoured bit at the top and bottom, so it's still gonna see like a couple of gold rings on that, so it's not gonna be entirely covered. But I think that's gonna look cool. And then I also got this diamond graphite. I didn't order this one. I guess I just chucked it in there because I ordered like 3 of these, so I don't know. But this one looks kind of cool. It looks like like a sports grip, type of deal that you might get. But that's cool. I could definitely think of something for that. Yeah, but these all have a pretty nice feel. I feel like the maroon one is maybe like the softest one, which I like. It's kind of nice. All right, so there you go, a little bit of dust coming off of this. Alrighty, and I'm also gonna shorten up my core a little bit. It's not a monumental mod by any means, but any little bit of helps. If because this hilt here, with a 32-inch blade, it has a really nice feel and flow. I am enjoying it. I do like kind of want to see if I can move the balance point in just a smidge, you know. All right, and as you see, I already actually cut this off here because the way this fits just in this one, you see here, the core actually comes like right down to here, which is pretty cool. I like the fitment on that. If I was using the standard speaker, but since I'm using this, it doesn't fit in the cavity that is so I had to actually cut it there. I'm gonna do the same here at the top once I get the wrap on, and then that way it shortens it by like half an inch. Okay, so the way that I go about this, I mean, there's other tutorials on YouTube. It's not a very complicated process. So I'm actually just wrapping it. I'm not wrapping all the way to the bottom. I actually want to leave this little detail. I do really like this. I really do think the handle bit is cool, and even with the ways that I marked it up, kind of like reminds me of like a motor, like I don't know, the stator, I think it's called. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm very bad with the names of things sometimes. So yeah, I prefer to do mine from the bottom up because that's. I mean, you should try it both ways. Like to see what you prefer and how it like sort of leaves this edge showing. You can even edge it to kind of make it, I don't know, flatten a little bit more. I might try that one day, but I'm not doing it now. But it does you know, kind of alter the appearance, whether or not that edge is showing up or down. I'm fine with however this one works out. Alright, so basically the way to start, I found, is you just want to put a wrap on it, however it is, you know, like that you're gonna complete it, you know. I usually try and minimize the overlap and get as much out of this, because like I said, sometimes I can get two sabers, two handles out of it. I don't think I want to do it in this case, because I think I want to actually like try and maximize the weight. Yeah, I think this, I don't know if I like the look of it though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that might be too much. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just minimize that a bit. I'm just gonna go a bit less. Try that. Yeah, maybe go like right there. That seems to be like where I kind of prefer it, using about. Yeah, that's the look I tend to prefer. This looks really nice. I really like it. Like I was expecting it to be a bit redder, but like, you know, after I ordered it, I was thinking, you know, it looked nice if it looked like, you know, like older and, you know, a little but you know, it already has like a nice look, like it's been handled a lot. All right, so um basically what I want to do, or you know, what you would want to do, is when you get to the point where you're gonna stop, like, you know, whether it's the top of the handle, in my case I'm stopping here, you want to, you know, you're gonna cut that leather piece, and you want to start it at that point. So I'm gonna try with this, just a pencil. It should mark it. I think that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be good enough for me to see. All right, I gotta let my cat in the room because can't win either way with her. Okay. Um, so yeah, I want to mark that there at the point where I'm gonna be, where it meets the end part, and I just want to keep wrapping it around until I get, again, where you come up to it here. But that's fine, because that, I mean, you can end it there, but I'm not gonna. I want to kind of go a little bit further. But yeah, I'm gonna try and go to about there, because I'm gonna tuck it under. Or maybe I should go a little further. Yeah, I think I'll go a little. Yeah, so maybe about here. Alright, so that's the first mark, and that's the second mark. Alright, so that actually is showing like it's quite a bit longer. I think I'm gonna just split the difference. So I'm just gonna go about there. Hopefully this knife works. I'm not very good at cutting this at all. Okay, well, I felt that going to the mat, so I'd like to think it cut. Nope. Shit. And then I moved out. That's... yeah, I don't know. I see people using these, and they make it look so easy, and then I'm like, alright. I have a scissor. I think this should... no, I'll try. I think I'll use this. I mean, it's a scissor still, but I think this one will work a little bit better. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I mean, I definitely, that's not as neat as I would like, but you're not gonna notice. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Some things I'm just not like all that great at, and this thing, I don't know. Maybe it's just like really dull, but it just seemed like it was, not very consistent. Maybe the surface that I'm on made a big difference there. But at any rate, it will do what I want it to do. Okay. So now the star of the show, E6000. This is what I've been using for this so far, and I really, get along with it very well. I don't really like doing glue stuff. I hate it. Um, you know, but this has been pretty good. Um, you have a reasonable amount of time to work with it, but it does start to get dry and goopy. Uh, in a short amount of time. So you do want to be mindful of that. Also, don't put your face like deep down in this, because this is, I don't know. It's just definitely one of those things where once you start smelling it, you should, you know, get some ventilation going. Or make sure you're in an open room. You're not doing this in a small bathroom or something. I'd like to think that you aren't anyway, but I mean, it really is just a matter of taking this glue. I started putting it on here. Just not too much at first. I just want to. I'm gonna do a bigger section of that to start. You're probably gonna make a mess with this, and that's fine because I mean that's what I've. One thing I've been enjoying about it is just that whatever glue like kind of spills out from under the layers and whatnot, like you can kind of just roll it off with your finger. It's been pretty cooperative like that. And even you can actually see like I got some on the outside there. Once it's all set up, it's kind of rubbery, so and you can just kind of roll it off. And you just get it where you want it to be. And there'll probably be enough time for like an adjustment here or there afterwards, but not much. So you kind of want to be sure you're doing it somewhat right the first time. Oh my god. See, this is why I'm not very good with like glue. I hate doing stuff with glue. So if I can do this, I mean anybody can, Yeah, I just have like I don't know. I guess a thing about working with glue. I just hate it. But I try not to overdo it with this. On the off chance that maybe I just want to change it up in the future. That I mean I can probably take this off reasonably well enough if I just kind of do it like this. And use it on something else if I wanted to change this and throw this maroon wrap on something else. But then also the deal is that this is not expensive. Like this is really nice leather, and the prices are not bad at all for what I think you're getting. I mean it's pretty much spot on for value if you ask me. But I'm no expert on leather and leather pricing and What the fuck did I miss? Huh? Yeah, that's not the right way. How the heck? Okay. Well, we're gonna learn something today, I guess. I just completely put this... Yeah, okay, I see. Alright. Well, we're gonna learn something about E6000. So, this is the way that I should have started it. And now I'm getting all this glue all over my hands. But E6000 is pretty cool. I can't believe I did that. Like, I cannot believe I did that. I mean, I can. Because whenever I'm filming, it just does a little something to my attention span. Makes me a little distracted. Alright, so... I just... Yeah, what the hell? You know what? I don't even think I need to put any more glue on. I'm getting it all over my hands. Yeah, that looks kind of good. Except for the glue, which, you know, as I said, it'll kind of sort itself out. Alright, so that's not... Alright, so... See, now I'm just paying attention. Alright, so you know what? In future, I'm actually just going to follow the template. Because that would have, you know, if I had just gone about that length, you know, it would have put me pretty much spot on to where I want to be. See? But you can look at how, like, this doesn't ruin anything at all. Like, you just, you know, you don't even need to make the sound effects with, you know, just, you can just rub it with your thumb. See, we're gonna make mistakes today. We're gonna make mistakes today, and we're gonna learn. But yeah, I totally messed this up from the beginning. It's just crazy to me, because I mean, I've done this like a few times so far, and just... did not have anywhere near this level of difficulty about it. But I put a camera on, and I'm like, you know, trying to be like, hey guys, this is how I do it. And then it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, none of that's gonna work. All right. But this is, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's not that pretty, but, you know, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. All right. So basically, what I end up doing is, once I get to a point about here, I'm gonna actually fold it down. God, this is gonna be so much editing. That's fine. That's fine. You know, and then I'm just gonna roll that up until it gets to the top there. Doesn't have to go all the way, I'd assume, but... and then I'll just start going around with the glue. Again, you know, any extra that ends up in there, doesn't matter. And like I said, this doesn't, you don't have to go like a ridiculous amount with this, you know, because I mean, you're just kind of giving yourself more to clean up. Just roll it back down. Tuck it in there. Tuck it in there. Okay, and now just try and roll as much of that in there as I can, and then flip it up. Flip it up. Yeah, I can use That's fine. It's fine. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Not the prettiest effort. That's for sure. My other ones definitely came out a lot better, but it's all a process. Learning how to do a little bit better each time. This just wasn't going the way that I wanted it to, but I mean, it will. I will be able to correct it. I will be able to just sort of, neaten that up. But yeah, this, over time that's gonna look a little more, that's gonna diminish. It's gonna flatten a little bit, but I mean, it looks pretty neat. It's certainly better, in my way of thinking, than if this flap just came over. It looks like, but I kind of like it for this hill just being crude. It kind of fits the whole thing. Because I beat on it and now it's all weathered and it's just seen somehow. But you can see what I'm talking about. How easy it is to sort of get this cleaned up with a little bit of patience. All right, so that, as inefficient and jank as that was, I mean, that's that, and I think it looks great. It's gonna look better once I clean it up, and but yeah, that's what I was looking for. Like, usually I like to be a little more ostentatious with color, and go for bold contrasts or bold colors, but yeah, in this case I was just feeling this. And they got other cool, like, similar, there's like Mystic Brown or something I was looking at that kind of had a similar vibe, but I saw this and I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, I think that's gonna work. All right, yeah, so that's that. I certainly could have done that a lot better. But I've only done it a few times, and I tend to get the beginner's luck thing going, where I do it really great the first time, and then on out from there I can struggle. I got some junk here, but that's not going to matter to what I'm doing here. All right, so shortening my Profi core. This is very straightforward. Yeah, well, basically just what I'm doing here is I want to tuck this into here. And you'll see when you open your core that there's sort of like these are meant to be like a shelf for the bottom side of the LED module. I use it to actually replace this that holds it in. Yeah, it's a lot you gotta be a little mindful about with these. Drop them, and it it doesn't help, I guess, that the hilt and everything. I think the heavier things, while I prefer the feel of it, it definitely seems to increase the impact of drops, and then also the LED blade. See, this is pretty easy enough material to cut through like this. Although you have to be careful not to like stress the plastic too much, or you'll crack it. But yeah, I don't know. The other core that I did this to, I didn't even notice that there was actually still space there. It felt like it just slotted in without me like gluing it. I might actually consider trying to get some kind of like, I don't know, some like round foam or something that I can cut discs of. Spacers for this kind of stuff. Yeah, see, this is what I mean about you don't want to stress it, because look, I actually cracked that top half. So if you do that to the other side, you can very potentially, you know, crack a piece of the plastic that you're needing to use. All right, and that's pretty much the extent of how I do that for now. You know what? I can just E6000 it. I really don't care. Just use the littlest bit so that when it's time to take it out, it's just like a little sticky. Or maybe it's fucking hard set. I don't know. It is a little hard even with the hot glue when you're trying to take that out. Start using a little heat for that instead of being dumb. But yeah, I mean, this isn't, you know, this isn't like a game-changing mod. So like, if it's not something that you wanted to do, I mean, it's not something that, you know, you're like, wow, this is a whole new Saber. It doesn't really, it's not revolutionary, but it does feel a bit different, you know, when you're using it. You do get a little, you know, that balance point does shift a touch. What did I just do? Oh my god, man. Just mind you, nothing I do, you know, should be taken as like a tutorial or anything like that. You know, like I'm kind of just showing you what I do. I'm not like trying to sit here and I just want to make sure this slides in easy. Yeah, okay. It's, you know, I definitely don't want to sit here and act like, you know, I'm a guru trying to change your experience with these. You know, these are just a couple things that I do for my own personal tastes. All right, yeah. So I don't know. That's gonna be it for me on this. Got a little bit of mess here to clean up and just let this stuff dry. But yeah, I really like the look of that. You know, and it's really easy to do with the E6000. I mean, it's a very easy glue to work with. All right, so I appreciate you watching. I hope, you know, if you found this helpful, if you found me making mistakes helpful, you know, going through the process and, you know, not doing it quite right, but coming away with a good result anyway. Yeah, you know, if you found that helpful, yeah, why not like and subscribe? But, you know, if you don't, appreciate it anyway. All right, have a good day.